There is a phrase that keeps cropping up in the world of dog worship, and that phrase is a dog-shaped hole. It is usually used when a dog has died, and the human owner will often write something like, "My four-legged best friend has just passed, and I am left with a dog-shaped hole in my heart that I don't know how to fill." This isn't a direct quote, but it is typical of the sentiments expressed. The usual responses to this kind of thing are similar to, "It never gets filled. My Buster died 9 years ago, and I still cry every day." I have often been tempted to comment by saying, "Get a grip and grow up," but I know the amount of ad hominem rage and fury that would create. Less commonly, someone will buy a dog and write about how they have just filled a dog-shaped hole in their life or heart by purchasing a dog. A dog is the only consumer product, to my knowledge, that leaves any kind of hole with its departure or arrival. The only difference between a dog and any other consumer product, such as a TV, is that the dog is alive. This creates a bit of a moral dilemma for the purchaser, because buying and enslaving a living creature is very different to buying a TV or a car. They deal with this dilemma by two methods. One is to pretend that they have not purchased the creature, but have rescued, adopted, fostered, or accepted it as a member of their family. They have done none of these things. The other method is to pretend that a dog is an essential element of their well-being and continued existence. So enslaving it is a necessity of existence. The dog-shaped hole phrase implies that the presence of a predatory carnivore completes their life as a human. They are incomplete human beings without ownership of a dog. This is not only very silly, it is also evidence of extreme passivity, helplessness, and reduced self-worth, served up with a side dish of misanthropy. What the dog-shaped hole phrase tells you is that the person has no faith in themselves as an agent of progress and development. They have no faith in themselves as a problem solver or actor in their own lives. They have no faith in any help or support that they might gain from members of their own species. They see the dog, Canis lupus familiaris, as superior to humans, Homo sapiens. What a worthless and inadequate survival plan that is. When you start to believe in dog-shaped holes, you have given up on society, humanity, culture, and civilization, and have adopted magical thinking as a dominant way of seeing the world. We all use magical thinking to some extent. Acting on intuition or gut feeling are types of magical thinking, but they don't usually interfere with our daily lives or act as a dominant way of thinking or as an alternative to rational thinking. We often use intuition or gut feeling in the absence or shortage of other factual information. Intuition and gut feeling is often based on previous experience anyway, and the healthy individual is willing to change, learn, and develop if their hunch turns out to be wrong. Believing that you are an incomplete person without a predatory carnivore to guide you through life is immature, stifles personal growth, damages personal relationships, and isolates the believer. People believe that they need a dog because the dog is portrayed as something that will meet almost all of their needs. If you need friendship, companionship, love, respect, or trust, then the dog will provide that. If you need help with anxiety, depression, post-traumatic stress, stress in general, social awkwardness, or any other psychic dilemmas, then the dog will sort that out. Do you need to exercise more, get fit, or lose weight? The dog is the answer. Do you want to be seen as a virtuous person or an animal lover? Buy a dog. Do you need a sense of entitlement? A dog will provide. Is your love life in the doldrums? Snuggle up and have sex with a dog. Are your family relationships stagnating? A dog will fix that. Are your kids autistic, slow readers, or shy? The solution is obvious, and it has 4 legs. The dog supposedly provides all of this with no effort or significant input from the owner. The mechanism and process by which it does all of these things is never explained. Like all superstitious thinking, it is accepted as faith without evidence. This is all magical thinking, an attempt to sort out your life with no effort on your part. A dog is not an instant fix for life's many problems. When Dorothy, the Tin Man, the Lion, and the Scarecrow went skipping down the yellow brick road to see the wonderful Wizard of Oz, they all hoped that the great Oz would magically meet their needs for brains, courage, compassion, and Kansas with no effort on their part. Just as the Wizard of Oz was a fake, and Dorothy and her friends had the ability to meet their needs within themselves, the dog is also a fake savior. The dog becomes part of the problem, not the solution. Buying a dog will not sort out problems with no effort on your part. Get rid of the dog. You don't need a dog. Sort out your own problems. Get a grip and grow up.